Hello from the land of TV. This is King Cool, and welcome to the Toast Reviews. Today in the program, damn it, I should say how this works. Still not in the habit of this. It's only episode 4, I guess. For those of you who don't know how this works, I just watched a movie, and I'm going to have some toast with it. And I have to talk about the movie before my toast is done. And if I burn it, then something bad happens. I'm not exactly sure what. But today, we're going to be talking about the movie S1m0ne from 2002 with Al Pacino and Catherine Keener. And what we're going to be toasting today is this apple-flavored toaster strudel. I don't think I've had one of these probably since S1m0ne was actually out in theaters in 2002, probably even before that. And I've also got my icing packet here. You're jealous. We all know it. So, here we go. This is one of those movies, I've had that on my instant queue for like ages, and I just haven't quite been able to get myself to see it, even though I was very interested in the movie, which just shows people are like, oh, how come you can't just watch a bunch of movies? Even movies that I'm interested in, I sometimes struggle to get interest in, or just be able to do it. So, like, at its heart, this movie is just another one of those movies where it's a single lie that gets way out of control, and I often like those movies, like Easy A, but in this one, like, I'm gonna pull up the players for the two scenes that you've probably seen in a million of these movies, so please put your hands together and welcome the inanimate players. Here we go. You see, I finally am going to tell you the truth. The truth is, I'm a liar. What? I'm lying down on the job. Oh, I'll continue to misunderstand this until the second act. Doot, 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 doot. And then there's part 2 of this. Let's switch hands. Which is, this time I'm really confessing to you that I'm a liar. I'm telling you the God's honest truth, but in a cryptic way that you can easily misinterpret. I'll misinterpret it in a way that makes me think that you're just being cryptic and metaphorical. No, I must keep insisting that it's this and that. Why? I can't get all of it now. Why? We've seen that in all kinds of... I think that's even in Aladdin of all things, you know. So here's the thing. At its core, what this movie's about is a guy's main actress walks off the set, and he has to replace... And he's given this software that creates a virtual actress in the screen, and can do whatever he wants. And he has this program where he basically can act out for her. They don't make a lot of this in the movie, but this is the part I found most interesting because some of you probably don't know. I have a BFA in theater, in direction. That was the thing I specialized in. And the thing you learn in directing is that, you know, a lot of people think, oh, I can direct, and you see it a bunch. Sometimes they say, oh, I'll direct. It's like, no, you really got to be good to direct. Well, any dumbass can direct. It's sort of like being a boss. Like, if you read that study that said that people with psychotic personalities tend to be very good at climbing the corporate ladder, but are very bad bosses. Big surprise. Oh, damn it. It says 1 to 2 cycles, so that's hot, but I have way more to talk about there on this one, so... and it basically is taking sort of a metaphor as far as being able to absolutely control this virtual actress, you know, down to every little tiny minute detail, every bit of her face and everything, you know, it's basically a director's dream. But then at the end of the day, you know, then it starts to become, you know, obviously this actress in this sort of silly movie becomes a phenomenon and starts to get out of his control, and that's sort of a part of it. But I find the metaphor of the actual director to be far more interesting because, you know, of what I do. But the thing is, that means this movie is made by a director, written and directed by Niccol, who right now has another movie on time out, which almost has all the same letters as this one, when you think about the title. It's a movie by a director, about directing. And do I think this movie is going to have widespread appeal? Probably not. I don't know. I found it interesting, you know, as a guy who likes and is interested in filmmaking. But what else did I put on my notes here? You know, I'm gonna be pushing it if I go any further than this. So That's already, I don't think they're supposed to be kind of toasty like that, but I'm sure this will still be tasty. While I apply the icing, I will wrap up. If I can. No spreading this time. I gotta get a pair of scissors. I remember I used to just hold the icing over the toaster to make it movable. But that is the part that I found the most interesting for myself, just because of me. And I don't know if that was just deliberate or what on his part. But towards the end, it starts to sort of collapse, and it has sort of a somewhat unsatisfactory ending. And I don't know. Let me check my notes. And to a certain extent, I did write down while I was watching, "Is everyone dumb?" Which I was sort of like, alright, like, you know, this only sort of works if everyone is dumb, but on the other hand, it's not that everyone's supposed to be smart, it's that the answer to this question is so strange that, nobody's expected to just be like, oh, clearly, it's a computer, you know. I think that's all I have. Well, I'll say one more thing. It is sort of interesting that they don't actually sexualize Simone, the creation that he has, that much. It is just more that she's just this beautiful creation. And, you know, with the age, this was right around the time that the Final Fantasy movie came out, which I liked. I know no one else liked it. But, if they had actually gone with the decision to make it all digital, it probably would have aged a lot worse. As it is, and you'll see how they did it if you decide to watch it, I think it's probably the better decision. Nowadays, they might be able to get away with having it be a digital actress, but we always think that. We always think we're on the cusp of, yeah, we're going to be replacing our actors with ones and zeros. Oh, hang on. That's the other thing. This movie loves robot metaphors. The password to his little house is like, he keeps it in ones and zeros. When Simone sings somewhere, she sings, "You make me feel like I'm a natural woman." You know, everything. It's just filled to the gills with this stuff, and I'm almost like, hey, you know, give us a break. You know, don't make everything a robot metaphor, please. I think that's all I got to do. I would recommend this, you know, if you like science fiction and Al Pacino. Certainly not even the close to the worst movie that Al Pacino's ever done. Nevertheless, that's it from me. If you have a movie you want me to watch, go ahead and tell me. You got something you want me to toast up, go ahead and tell me that too. But I'm going to eat me this here. It's quite hot. Toaster strudel. So, that's it from me. This is King Cool, and please, drive home safe.